Hello everyone and welcome back to the tutorial videos. Mr. Lewis, Adam in our class had posted a good note out on the discussion board, and it's good to see that people are utilizing that. Um, he mentioned how to open up an existing project. So apparently Adam had created a project but couldn't figure out that part and redid it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through on how to open an existing project. So once you open Android Studio and you have it up and running, you're going to choose open up an existing Android Studio project. But let me remind you this ahead of time. Let's say that you potentially created a project in Eclipse. Now you can create projects in Eclipse and use ADT, but I don't recommend it because it's an older technology that's going away. If you went out and got a job working for a company developing apps, they're going to want you to know either a couple things. They're going to say, do you know how to develop an Android Studio? Yes or no? Some companies are using Xamarin, which is an application. It's a third-party tool that allows you to develop it in one single programming code, and then you push it out. So, for example, Xamarin is mainly relevant for .NET developers. You develop it with their libraries, so you have to understand their libraries and how they code. But it's using with C#, which is the same source code that's used to develop Xbox games. What you do is you develop. So, for example, if you're doing an Android emulator, you could run the emulator through Visual Studios, and what it does is it produces a code and pushes it into Java source code, and then you're able to push it out to that environment. The only benefit of that is you create one app, one programming language, and you push it out to .NET, and you push it, or not .NET, you push it out to Swift, and you push it out to Java, and they work the same. But the tool itself is pretty expensive. It costs like nearly $1,200 for a license. But if you're a student and if this is something that you're interested in, I believe that CCAC gives us a license for DreamSpark. It is. Check it out. Xamarin, I believe, is free for the student. So if it's something that you're interested in playing around with it, I highly recommend it. It's pretty neat stuff. But in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to choose Open Existing Android Studio Project. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully find where I have my code at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my library. So I choose Facial Expressions is the name of my app. So I'm going to go ahead and click the highest, because if I click down into it, as you see here, there's a bunch of apps, the Gradle, the build, and stuff like that. We don't want to select all that individually. We want to choose the highest level. So if you created a new app and you called it Adam Lewis, or if you created an app called the Pittsburgh Steelers, that is going to be the area that you select. So I'm going to click on that and hit choose. And now it's going to build. And it's starting up here somewhere. And there you go. My project's up and running. Kind of bringing things around so you can see it. Click on facial expression. There's my code. Just double check to make sure it's right. And there everything is. So I have all my code in there. Everything looks good for what I'm looking at. So that's a pretty quick, simple tutorial on how to open up an existing project. And then to close it, you just go up go up to File, and you just close your project. That's it. Pretty simple. Then you have your recent project, so you can go back and do recent as well. So hopefully that answers anyone's questions. If you have any questions, comments, please let me know. Thanks.